Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm going to be chatting about nocturnal seizures when you've got partial seizures. So actually today is a bit of a spontaneous video, believe it or not. I had a nocturnal seizure last night and I feel really odd about it, and it's really hard to describe, so I thought I'd reach out to the epilepsy community, as I know many of you watch my videos, and just wanted to get this off my chest. Last night I don't know what's going on at the moment. I seem to have more nocturnal seizures than I'm having actual seizures, like daytime seizures, if you like. Now I don't know if people actually have partial seizures nocturnally, and I think that's something I've really struggled to get my head around. Ironically, I've struggled to get my head around because I have the same sensations whilst I'm asleep that I would do when I'm having a seizure. So I'll get the something just does not feel right, and I can't put my finger on it, but because it's so hazy and you're asleep, it's so difficult to think of. It's like when you dream and you kind of half remember it. So I don't know, I was having a lot of dreams last night, and that's why I was like, did I actually have that? And then I remembered I did a lot of swallowing. So last night I remember feeling really uncomfortable, just really not happy about something. I think I must have had that fear feeling like I normally get on with a seizure, and then I tend to sort of, not that I'm kind of fitting or anything, because that's obviously not what happens to me. I don't have those kind of seizures, but I know I feel really fidgety and I know I feel uncomfortable, and I guess what I'm obviously trying to do subconsciously is get myself in a position where I feel either safe. I don't quite know, but I know that it happens every single time. So say if I'm lying on one side, I'll automatically want to go to the other side, and then I'll try and obviously, I don't know if I'm subconsciously trying to stop it from happening, I'm not sure. But last night I kind of do you know what? This just makes me feel like I'm mad, and it makes me feel like I'm going mad. I just can't pin what actually happens, but I know it happens, and it is so frustrating. So obviously I was moving around trying to get in a comfortable position, trying to sort of stop it from happening, which I used to do quite a lot, and that used to make it worse. So in the end I just was like, look, I'm just gonna have to let it happen. And that is something I do remember from last night, and I felt it happen and it was really uncomfortable, and I swallowed a lot. Now that I do remember. Now the weird thing is I've not had seizures like that since that first, I say seizures like that, I've rarely had seizures like that since that 2015 video, which many of you have already seen, where I'm talking about complex partial seizures. Now I had that in my sleep, and I wasn't dreaming it, because I remember half waking up when it was happening. That's also a question I'd love to find out from you. I know nocturnal seizures meant to happen in sort of the light part of our sleep pattern. So apparently it's either 1 to 2 hours after you go to sleep, or 1 to 2 hours before you wake up. Now I obviously somehow wake up, but I'm still half asleep when it's happening. It almost like causes me to wake up. I know what a nightmare feels like, so I know the difference. I know when I've had uncomfortable dreams or things that scare me in my dreams, and I know that that's different, but this just doesn't feel the same. But because obviously you're asleep, you don't know. And I know obviously people who have full-blown fits in their sleep don't know at all, but because of the complexity of complex partial seizures, it's really hard to pin. Even in the daytime when you're having one, it's really hard to pin, and so this makes it 10 times worse. And I seem to have I used to have nocturnal seizures like this, or what I think are nocturnal seizures, when I was first diagnosed. I'd have them, so what would normally happen is I'd have a nocturnal seizure, and then I'd get up feeling really weird, go in the shower, and I think I talk about that on the 2015 video, where I kept having the seizure, another seizure in the shower in the morning, which made me absolutely be petrified about going in the bathroom. It was the most ridiculous thing looking back, but I can see why I would fear it. Not that I'm going to suddenly fear going to sleep. I do like my sleep, but it's, you know, I've not had anything like that really. I just don't know many other people. I know people talk about nocturnal seizures, but I don't know if many people have complex partial nocturnal seizures. Is that a thing? Or am I feel like I'm imagining it, but I know I'm not. This is ridiculous. I feel like I'm going mad talking to you about it. But yeah, I basically wanted to reach out and say, this recently happened. Well, this happened last night. I've just quickly set my camera up right now while it's still semi-fresh in my head. I do know something did happen, because I've started to feel a migraine coming on around here, and that'll obviously progress later, which it always will. I'm okay at the moment, I can deal with the light and stuff, but later on I'm gonna have to go to sleep and you know, not be in any light really. I can feel it developing, and that normally happens after an actual seizure. I feel like I'm just offloaded. But yeah, I'd really this is more of a chat for comments and your feedback on your experience with it, because I feel really alone with this one, because it is this is worse, I'd say, than having a seizure when, you know, in the day you're moving around. I actually find this actually harder to deal with because it's so hazy. You know something happened, you think something happened, and in my case I'm second guessing something happened, but all the signs that something did. Anyway, this is ridiculous. I'm going around in circles. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it to you. I really appreciate your feedback on this, and hopefully I've not put you off subscribing if you haven't already, so please do subscribe. I'm going to be telling you about my 12 in 12 journey, giving you an actual chat update about where I'm at with it, and trying to increase awareness of complex partial seizures and the complexities that is epilepsy. Take care everyone. Bye.